I'm Doug Doyle with The Art of the Story.
Help me. I can't make it all by myself. Somebody help me. I can't make it all by myself. If you don't help me, darling, I got to find somebody else.
Blues guitarist and singer-songwriter Solomon Hicks burst on the scene in 2020 with his first album, Harlem. The recording put him on the map, and he won a Blues Music Award for Best Emerging Artist Album. Hicks' second album, How Did I Ever Get This Blue, was released late last year.
Now won't somebody tell me, how did I ever get this blue?
He recently spoke with WBGO's Dave Popkin.
We were talking before we went on the air about Bob Porter and everything that he meant to the station and the music, and you knew him pretty well, right?
He was one of the first people to support me starting up at the Cotton Club, and he just really saw the vision of what I was doing. And he always had like a funny story, like at least at the time, he was always talking about like, different jazz players like Wes Montgomery and Joe Pass. It wasn't until I got older and I started seeing him in Memphis that I realized his rich blues history too, a great veteran of the music.
Let's start with your album, Harlem, an album that I enjoyed, blues fans enjoyed. The problem is it was released on March 13th, 2020, which is the day the world shut down. How did that affect the record and your career?
We had a tour scheduled up, and we had just played the Iridium, New York City, and they were discussing about closing the borders, and we left for Spain, and we're in Europe, and we're supposed to go from Spain to Paris and Germany, and then all of a sudden they start saying they're going to close the borders, and we had to get back as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we made it back along with a lot of other, saw a lot of foreign exchange students at the airport, and it was just a very stressful time. But also through that stress and problems, when the album was released, there was also a lot of space and time for people to listen to music and just kind of just self-reflect. It made a huge mark on radio, which is nice, and all the vinyl from the record and all the CDs. It was being sold online, not like in person, going from show to show. But it actually did extremely well, and it kind of just gave me from the time of just from the pandemic on, just that self-introspection.
Solomon Hicks is a philosophical and generous young artist who believes in the power of music and continues to give back to his community where possible. He has taught music through the Children's Aid Society and worked with the Harlem Jazz Alliance, the New York City Jazzmobile, and Covenant House. This past summer, Hicks hit the Blues Festival circuit with appearances at the Morristown Jazz and Blues Festival and the Up the River Blues Festival in New York. I'm Doug Doyle, WBGO News.